So, but you know, that's life. So you make the most of what's given to you. So you just keep on digging in. Hi everyone, it's Alicat Castle. Nice to see you again. And on today's episode, we will be doing a product review on the KAB Cosmetics Day and Night Eyeshadow Palette. Yes! And just so you know, I actually got this eyeshadow palette from the Boxycharm Beauty Box subscription. And guess what? This retails for $52, and I already did this other side of my eye, so I was able to try this product already, so I'll be able to tell you my overall thoughts while we are recreating this eye look on this side. So without further ado, let's open this beauty. And here she is, and you actually get 18 colors of both matte and shimmery browns and purples. So without further ado, let's do this other side of the eye. So I'll start with this brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to use this color Midnight. Actually, when I first opened this eyeshadow palette, oh my gosh, it looked so pretty. And then I opened it, oh my gosh, guess what? It doesn't have much pigment as when you apply it right on your lids. Like, you really need to dig in so much. It's like, you know, when you go on that date where your date actually looks so good when you saw him like a block away. And then after that, you sat down together and you're like, oh my gosh, he's not as good looking as how he was from like a block away. Yes, so that's kind of like my experience here, because when I first opened it, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And then I put it on and it's actually giving me a hard time blending it actually. So, but you know, that's life. So you make the most of what's given to you. So you just keep on digging in, just like, you know, when you go on a date, you just keep on like digging in, maybe like seeing if, you know, you can get the most of your date, like trying to get to know the other person, you know, and you want to have some hope that hopefully it's going to work. Just like this, we're actually doing our very best to work out on this eyeshadow, that hopefully it will actually give us some good results, which so far is giving us some results. But that's the only thing, you need to like dig in. Oh my gosh. So look at that. So I basically just created kind of like a little mountain right on my eyelids. So you just extend it a little bit on your outer lash line, just so that it's easier for us to do a connection right on the bottom lash line later. So that's actually okay, even if it's a little bit outside of the lash line. And then after that, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do our transitional color. I told you we're gonna do it quick and easy. And I'm just going to blend the Georgia Peach, which has a little bit of matte warm, and the Twinkle Twinkle. Because at first, I actually just used the Twinkle Twinkle. Oh my gosh, it was not twinkling on my eye. I cannot see like the deposit. And so I need to basically like mix it with the Georgia Peach. And see, so I basically just applied half of the brush right on the crease, and then the other one is where you feel where your eyeballs are at. But look at that, it blended right away. So yeah, so I need to use the warmer color just so that it will blend easily, or even better. Look at that, yes! And then after you blend it out, you can actually go ahead and go back to Twinkle Twinkle, and then just overlap it a little bit more to basically give that like shimmer and some light. Yes, look at that. And then after that, we're now going to do our liner, because, you know, this is not complete without us seeing the matte colors if they will perform well. So I'm going to use the Cocoa, which kind of like a dark brown. And then now we're going to do our traditional diagonal line that I usually do. So you're just going to do like a little check mark all the way up there. See, no fuzz. Then we're gonna go back. With this, though, the matte colors I really love. Like, they actually like perform well. And with most eyeshadows, that's actually the thing. It's like the matte eyeshadows usually perform well, but the make it or break it sometimes are the shimmery eyeshadows. So you just create like a check mark right there. Then you do it all the way on the mid lash line. So this is almost like when your date is almost like having some hope, because like the matte color is working. And then to create that like sharp line right there, we're just gonna use your concealer. So I actually prepped my eyelids before eyeshadow, I forgot to say, with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. And then I'm just gonna use my beauty blender. Oh my gosh, I need to clean this one, by the way. And then you're just gonna do a diagonal line up like that. And that can actually give you like that sharp line. There you go, like that wing. See, no fuzz. And then after that, we're now gonna do our bottom lash line. And we're actually gonna use this brush first from Real Techniques, like an eyeshadow blending brush. And we're gonna start with the color Sand. So what do you think of this like quick tutorial with some analogy about dating? Yes. Then we're gonna go back and forth. So for those who don't really want to use like a traditional eyeliner, you can also use your eyeshadows, believe it or not, as your liner. And it will actually just give you like a really soft result. You know, not as dramatic. Look at that, pretty. And then now we're gonna put back the Midnight. And then we're going to apply that right on top of the color, the taupe color that we first applied, right on our bottom lash line. And then after that, we're now going to apply the Cocoa, which is this. And then we're just going to apply that right on the bottom lash line. And then you're just gonna do like, you know, little dashes all the way through the center of the bottom lash line. See? Look at that. And then after that, we're going to use the Maybelline New York Lasting Drama Gel Liner, just so that we can actually create that line right on the top lash line, because the eyeshadow will not do it alone to give you that intensity or that depth, you know. Just like, for example, when you talk to someone, you're really getting in depth with your questions. Yeah, so same thing with the liner. Oh my gosh. And then we're gonna start right in the middle. See, and then we're just gonna connect it all the way towards the inner corner. Just like that. Just be a little bit careful because you want it thinner on the inside and thicker on the outside. You know, just like, you know, when we go on a date and sometimes we need to be careful with our questions. Yes. Then we're gonna do it right here. So, yeah, I'm doing this analogy just so that, you know, we can actually have something to talk about while doing the makeup. Yes. Look at that. See? And then after that, to create more depth, right, as well, right, on the inner waterline, we're now going to use a brown eyeliner, which is this. And you're just gonna like apply it right at the bottom waterline, just as you would. Just so that you don't see like the color of the skin. And it's gonna marry with the bottom brown smoky lash line. And here we go. Yeah, so what do you think? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply my lashes, and I'm gonna put some bronzer, blush, and lipstick, and then I'm gonna give you my overall thoughts about this eyeshadow palette. Okay, I'll be right back. Yes! And I'm back, and it's now time for me to tell you my final thoughts on the KAB Cosmetics Day and Night Eyeshadow Palette. So my final verdict for this is, it's just an okay palette. Why? Oh my gosh. I know that when we first opened it, it looked so pretty. And I actually used dating as an analogy because it's so true. You know, it's like when you meet that date, you know, for the first time from like a block away, like when I first opened it, it was so beautiful. And then suddenly I started using it, and it was not giving me what I expected. Just like when you have a close contact with someone and you already sat down and you're not getting so much out of it. It's like you're exerting so much effort. I was digging so much into the product, but I'm not getting so much out of it. And that's the reason why I was a little bit disappointed. Though, you just really have to use a lot of it in order for you to get the look that you want. But overall, I mean, everyone needs to save time. So if you have like 1 hour to do your makeup digging in, go ahead. But I myself, I want something quick, something easy. If the quality is there, the quality is there. If the quality is not there, then it's not there. Just like your date, in the first 5 to 10 minutes, you already have an idea if it's gonna go well or not. So that's my final verdict for this product. So what do you think? How about you? What is your thoughts on this eyeshadow palette? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you are into unbagging, unboxing, as well as skincare, makeup, and fragrance reviews, hope you can consider subscribing as well. And again, as I always say, you are beautiful with or without makeup. And I love you very much. See you soon. Bye!